So I went to a KIKO store because I definitely wanted to swatch a lot of water eyeshadows. As you know from my previous video, I recently placed an order of KIKO water eyeshadows because I wanted to try the KIKO wet and dry formula. And I've been eyeing one specific eyeshadow from the last holiday collection, but I was waiting for it to go on sale, and it did. But the trigger for my purchase was definitely my Instagram and YouTube friend, devantsesyeux on Instagram. Her name is devantsesyeux. She's an active contributor in this channel because she always makes clever comments, and she's a texture fanatic like me. And she definitely triggered my curiosity to the point that I wanted to try them myself. I will leave her Instagram down below in the description box. So I went to a KIKO shop that is near the place I work, but I found that they only had 6 water eyeshadows and only the new range. So I was quite unsatisfied as I expected to be able to swatch much more of them. But this is what I could do, and these are the swatches. Let's start with swatches with indirect natural light. These are the new water eyeshadows. I could swatch number 07, 03, 02, 18, 15, and 19, as you can see. I found these eyeshadows to be chalky, dry to the touch, but also to the swatch. You can see that, especially on the rightmost shades, I found the colors very nice, but it's the texture that was not convincing. From this experience, I could only swatch 6 of them, but I agree that these ones were worse compared to the experience I had with the older water eyeshadows. Although, as you know from my previous video, I'm also not an enthusiast about the old water eyeshadows. I found them more powdery compared to the luxury Bec de Gelée formula. Let's look at these swatches on direct sunlight. It was afternoon during the sunset, let's say. I also wanted to swatch a few eyeshadow sticks, but let's focus on water eyeshadows. 07 is more of a satin. It was more pigmented than the others, smoother than the others with a fine pigment, and it has a golden sheen. It's very pretty, still a bit dry to the touch. The best ones of this bunch were definitely 03 and 02. However, those have such common colors that they're quite generic. I didn't find the colors to be unique. And then there are the 2 colors 18 and 15, and those have that dry chalky base that is more matte with silver glitters. That also was not convincing because I found that silver glitter to be quite cheap. And finally, there's number 19 that has this blue shimmer over a more matte base. Nothing was convincing. I like the tone of the green of number 18, and I like, to be honest, all of these colors. Maybe my favorite of this bunch is number 02, but still I was not convinced. Overall, I have to say I prefer the older formula, the old water eyeshadows, the ones that are going to be discontinued. But still, my conclusion is that to me it's not worth investing on these eyeshadows. Nothing inspired me to the point that I want to buy it. The colors are nice, it's the texture that is not convincing. Even the old water eyeshadow formula, as I discussed better in my previous video, was not totally convincing to me because of that powderiness. I feel that these water eyeshadows right now with this new formulation would be much better if applied wet, but I would have liked the versatility that I get from luxury wet and dry eyeshadows, where I can decide to use them dry or wet, and I usually use them dry. It's much more practical. So all in all, this is my limited experience that I can share with you, and I hope it was useful anyway. See you in my next video. Bye!